Hello, Dan Joss. How are you today?
Doing great. How are you?
I am well, thank you. So there are some people who have been going to their mailbox or opening up their bank account and discovering found money. It's like Christmas in March, where they're getting these nice big old fat government-issued checks for various amounts. Have you been able to maybe help people discern what they should do with that money?
Yes. Stimulus check. What do we do with it?
Yeah.
Or lottery winnings?
Okay.
Or inheritance?
It's sort of the same in some ways.
In some ways, it's all what we call sudden money.
Sudden money. I like that term.
And so to have a plan ahead of time if sudden money comes along would be the best thing to do, because then it's not a big decision with this big pile of money I need to do something with. It's just say, oh, it came in, here's where it goes.
That almost sounds like financial planning.
That's planning. So a priority are some non-retirement account things like build up my emergency fund.
Okay.
And that's different for everybody.
Right.
Between 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 200,000, whatever that is, sudden money should fill that up because we will all have more unexpected expenses.
Okay.
Beyond that, an opportunity fund or a taxable investment so that I can use that before I need to tap my retirement accounts.
All right.
So it's available.
Available. Now, you said an opportunity fund. That's a phrase that I'm not sure everybody's familiar with. Elaborate a little bit more on that.
Sure. I guess I coined the phrase matter fund. Everyone's heard of emergency fund.
Right.
And I think we spoke earlier about what an emergency fund and what an emergency fund isn't.
Right.
So this would be kind of an emergency fund, but one that I have more discretion over. When an opportunity comes along, like I could buy that or I could do something there, I need to have resources. And I shouldn't be spending my emergency money for that because it's not an emergency. It's just an opportunity.
So somebody calls and says, hey, I got a couple of spare tickets to the Washington game this weekend.
Yep.
You want to go? You shouldn't pull that money out of your regular spending.
It's not an emergency fund, and it's not normal monthly expenses. It's an opportunity that takes money.
Okay. Good.
Or, hey, we can get away for a few nights. Let's head over to the
opportunity fund. I
the
like
B&B or down to the beach or into the mountains or somewhere.
Right. Okay.
So
good.
Having those resources available. We may also consider reducing debt. Credit card debt is usually a higher cost than a car or truck loan, and that's usually a higher cost than student loans. And those are usually higher costs than a HELOC or a mortgage. And so if you have those, consider paying down the more expensive debt you have with newfound money.
That makes good sense, yeah. Paying down the expensive debt instead of just maybe going to the game.
Or investing it.
Because
if you can save 10% on a credit card, then that's 10% return on your money. Beyond that, save for your future self. So
Okay.
retirement account, Roth account, any kind of long-term savings.
Right.
And then beyond that, giving to others. And
that's always a good idea.
And in this time, with these stimulus checks coming out, they're coming out for a reason.
Right.
And many people need that. And if you're in a position where you don't need that and you still get it, consider giving it to someone that needs it.
That's a great idea. Now, they're called a stimulus check for what reason?
Well, the government wants us to stimulate the economy. And so they want us to spend it or give it to somebody that will spend it so that it circulates through the economy.
Keeps the cogs
Keeps
and the
wheels
wheel
moving.
turning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And I think we spoke earlier about what happened with the first couple of stimulus checks is about a third of it was spent and the rest of it was saved. And so they're trying again. We'll see what happens with this one.
Right. Okay. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you about how to deal with sudden found money,
give us a call.
or the lack thereof.
Yeah, we'll help you. We'll put this kind of money placement process in place. But
Okay.
today, these are just things to think about.
Good.
But we're available at 757-903-2127 or online at jossbrown.com.
All right. Very good. Thanks for being here on Money Talks.
Thank you.
Money Talks is a weekly program presented for the listener's benefit and entertainment. It is provided at no cost to the listener, and the ideas, opinions, and comments are not to be construed as legal advice, tax advice, investment advice, or other advice specific to the listener. Listeners are encouraged to seek the advice of a licensed professional or other qualified party when dealing with financial, legal, tax, medical, investment, insurance, taxidermy, plumbing, electrical, carpentry, real estate, chiropractic, veterinary, oral hygiene, hot air ballooning, etc. We have given you some food for thought. Now, call a licensed professional such as Dan Joss at 757-903-2127. Thanks for listening, and remember, failing to plan is planning to fail.